Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. My name is Jaden, and in this video I'm gonna share my thoughts on the trailer of the most recent Yu-Gi-Oh series, Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s. Now, actually quite a lot of time has passed since the release of the trailer. I think it's about 3 weeks since it was released. And when it was first released, to say that I was disappointed would be an understatement. Like most people, I hated it the second I fucking saw it, and I also went through the 5 stages of grief of denial, bargain, like most people. I expected this to be like a side anime, but then why would they call it Yu-Gi-Oh! 7 if it is going to be a side anime? It doesn't make any sense. I still am hoping for a movie to do the 20th anniversary of the anime, because whatever they do in this anime, even if they bank on nostalgia and or shit like that, I don't think it's gonna be enough. We need a movie. Like, we got an actual movie with Yugi, Jaden, and Yusei for the 10th anniversary. We got a Dark Side of Dimensions for like the 20th anniversary of the manga, yet we're not gonna get a movie for the 20th anniversary of the anime. I really doubt that. There's gotta be a movie. They gotta be preparing a movie. There's no other reason why would they otherwise be sending the anime to a to a completely different studio when they've had no problem. I mean, they've had some production problems, but the studio that has been making Yu-Gi-Oh! For like 20 years, and they all of a sudden change it to a completely different one. There's gotta be a reason for it, and I think it might be because they are planning for a movie, and because of the problems that the studio had with Dark Side of Dimensions, they're deciding to do the anime with a different studio so the main studio can focus on the movie. And I really hope that's the case, because we're not getting an anime, but a movie is still possible. I really hope that happens. I really fucking hope that happens. I don't know when they can reveal it, but I really hope that happens. But now, let's get into the anime. So, first we're gonna go with the things I hate about it. The biggest thing that I hate about it is definitely its art style. Personally, I really love the Yu-Gi-Oh! Art style, and in general, I love the older anime art styles, not all of them, but specifically for Yu-Gi-Oh! The art style that it had for DM, GX, and 5Ds, I fucking love it. I don't know, there was something mature about it in a way where the characters looked so fucking awesome, and the style is so good. Like, Kazuki Takahashi's style is really good, and I feel like this is a bit of a side thing that I just want to mention, because I've heard that modern animes are going for more blander and softer look. Why? Why is all of animation going for this stupid, boring look? Why is everything, not only animation, why is everything in this fucking decade going for a more boring look? Like, and I'm getting sidetracked here, but I just wanted to say it because it just come to me. But everything looks so much bland. Telephone app pictures look bland. Desktop applications and in general operational systems look bland. And in cartoons, in Western cartoons, they look more bland and boring and worse. And now apparently in anime there's also this kind of trend. Why is everything going for simplification and blandness and boringness? That's ruining entertainment. Like, I'm kind of thought that it was me the reason why I hate modern entertainment for the most part. There's still lucky few things that I still enjoy, but for the most part I feel like today's entertainment is blander. But yeah, going back to the art style, I really hate it. It's nothing like Yu-Gi-Oh! It looks like any other anime, and there was so many memes floating around. I mean, there was even one from some anime or a card game called Shadowverse, and the poster for that anime looks more like Yu-Gi-Oh than Yu-Gi-Oh 7s. Like, hell, even the character has like a dual disc from Arc 5. And you're telling me that's not Yu-Gi-Oh? Like, fucking hell. That looks more than Yu-Gi-Oh than the fucking Yu-Gi-Oh. I get it, they want... I don't know what Plami was thinking, but maybe they were wanting to go for a cheaper look to produce or whatever. But it looks so bad, and it just doesn't scream Yu-Gi-Oh! It just screams generic card game anime. Actually, no! Generic card game animes, I'd say, look better. This just looks awful. It looks nothing like Yu-Gi-Oh! People complained about Zexo, but Zexo at least looked like Yu-Gi-Oh! And it was still good. And I know we still cannot know whether the anime is gonna be good or not, but I don't know if I even care whether it's gonna be good or not, because it might be the best masterpiece in the world, and I still hate it because of the fucking art style, because I hate the art style, because it's nothing like Yu-Gi-Oh! What else I hate? I hate the main character. For many reasons. The age kind of bothers me, but at the same time it doesn't bother me as much. I don't mind that it's a younger protagonist, but I think 11 is a bit too young, because he's gotta be a teenager, because like what's the thinking process? If my generation was able to enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters, GX and 5Ds with like mid to late teens protagonists, why does today's generations need retarded 10-year-old as a main protagonist? Like, are they targeting even younger demographic than the anime was already targeting? Like, I get that Reigns was a bit for more teen focus. It was more of a teen focus, but going for like 5-year-olds, is that your goal? I mean, when you consider the rules of rush duels, which is the new thing for this anime, maybe they are, and I'm gonna get into my hate for that later. But for the character, I also hate the whole reason and the whole character idea for that character. Like, he decides his character is the kind of character who doesn't give a shit about the rules, which in and of itself is completely fine. That's actually an endearing trait to have, at least in my opinion. But the fact that that is the reason why he makes Rouge Duels and his stupid cards, because apparently he thinks the game as it is too boring, and it's gonna come. It's surprising even myself that I'm saying this, because I personally think in some ways the game nowadays it is boring, but Rush Duels is not the solution, I can tell you that. Because in some ways I think the game has become way too fast, and even though I like the change from Master Rule 4 to Master Rule 5 or Master Rule 420 or whatever you want to call it, I like the fact that we can now special summon extra deck monsters to the main monster zone, but the game still is way too fast, and I feel like monsters have way too powerful effects. I feel like Konami has to create some kind of restriction that is not where and how many monsters you can summon in certain zones, but rather something like you can only special summon up to 5 times per turn. Something like that has to be restricted, or you can activate only like 6 effects, monster effects per turn, or 3 spell effects per turn, or something like that. We need some kind of a balance. I know Yu-Gi-Oh fans hate the idea of what other card games have, like energy and shit like that, and I don't even want that, but I want some restriction, because monsters at this point are way too powerful, and you can special summon way too many of them for the game to be fun. And it kind of necessitates the need of something so toxic in of itself, like kaijus and hand traps and the stupid cards that negate everything. I hate that. But yeah, that is not the Rush Duels is not the solution to that, because Rush Duels is stupid in of itself and annoying. Like, the reason why I enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh is not the fact that I can spam monsters, although I enjoy doing that. But that's not why I enjoy it. I enjoy it because you can strategize and take out your opponent's monster and field in many different ways. You can do whatever you want. You can create your own strategies and everything. With Rush Duels, all you can do is fucking spam and draw as many as you want. As many have said, it's literally playground Yu-Gi-Oh, but officially. And I'm probably not gonna play it because I fucking hate that idea. It kills the whole idea of the game, and what's there to strategize if you can spam constantly and draw constantly? And I'm not gonna even get into the stupid design of the cards, which at first looked interesting, but now I despise it with a fucking passion. I wouldn't mind it if it is just an art that you can get like some kind of a rarity or something, but I don't like those cards. I don't want the cards to become a norm in any way, shape or form. I really hope that Konami doesn't decide to change the main layout of the cards to that, because I love the layout of the cards as it is. It doesn't need a change. Luckily though, I think this pretty much sums up my annoyances with the anime, because otherwise I don't mind it as much, and definitely the time that has passed since the release of it, I've been able to kind of think of it a little more and calm myself down, because I'm not as pissed that they disappointed us. Because at first, like, I take anything over Brains in some ways, because Brains started out interesting, but the main character is way too bland, even blander than you say, and for me that really harmed the show. I'd say it's still enjoyable, and I still yet to judge it because I haven't really watched it fully. I like watched the first 20, not actually 20, like 15 episodes of season 1. I watched like 15 episodes of season 2 when it released, and I didn't really watch anything of season 3, even though I know it's the best. But it's just Playmaker is too boring with barely any personality, which is why Ai is actually my favorite character from the anime, because he actually has a fucking personality. But overall it still wasn't bad, and again the solution is not sevens. But there are some goods about sevens. The dual disc, before it compacts into the stupid Rush dual disc, actually looks interesting. I love that it has actual angles on it, and it's just more interesting than the Brains ones, which were literally just smartwatches or smartphones attached to your wrist, which I really hated that. One of the things I love about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the drawing of cards and seeing the characters draw like this and see the cards in their hands and everything and on the field. And well, that's one of the things that I've hated that has become a pattern since like 5Ds, where when you set a face down, it disappears until it's actually relevant, because it makes it harder to actually keep track of what is happening to the duels. And I've honestly had trouble keeping up with what's happening in the duels ever since Arc 5. But this is more of a minor annoyance. But now with the Rush duels, dual discs, we can actually see the cards again, which is cool. I also like the summoning animation. It's in the cards in the summoning animation don't look that bad, but I like the summoning animation because you put the card and it kind of shoots out in a ray of light and then breaks out of the card by breaking through a glass, as if breaking through a glass. And I think that's really cool and awesome, and definitely really like it. But another thing that I like from the anime is the music in it. From the trailer at least, actually sounded pretty cool. It sounded very 5Ds like, which 5Ds, I don't know if it's my favorite anime music wise out of the Yu-Gi-Oh series, but I like it, so I like that it's going back to it. Although I'd rather just go in the original direction, because I don't know, maybe I'm not gonna like it as much when it airs, I don't know. Because it's better to be original and not like it than copy it and love it, I don't know. That's kind of how I feel. Overall, I'd say I like the fact that the show is going into a bit of a light-hearted direction, in more of a light-hearted direction. Because the anime usually swaps darker with lighter, darker with lighter. series, kind of, or actually it kind of goes in pairs of three, where the first one, I mean, so overall I like the more lighthearted tone of the anime, that not every duo is gonna be about the end of the world or anything important, it's just gonna be for fun, because that has been missing in Brains. But the fact that it's like an 11-year-old protagonist definitely is not something that I like. It's way too young. Like, I'm fucking 19-year-old, I'm gonna be 20 this year. I cannot relate to that character. It's not even about relating, I just wouldn't enjoy watching that character. And I get it, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is for kids, but fucking hell, can't you make it a teen? Believe that the character would understand the responsibilities or anything like that. It's way too young. Like, even 13 would have been fine, but 11? No. No. 13 would have been fine, because Yuma, I think, was 13, and I enjoy him as a character. He's like my second favorite main protagonist. But 11 is just way too low. But yeah, overall, the lightheartedness is fine. The fact that it's a child is not fine. The music is fine. The animation, it's hit or miss depending on what you're looking for. Some of the monsters look great, some the CGI ones look out of place, some look horrendous because the retarded main protagonist made them. But overall, I'm kind of hopeful. I'm definitely gonna check it out, at least like the first maybe 5 episodes. I'm definitely gonna check out the first episode. Depending on how I feel about it, I'm gonna check out the rest. Probably gonna review some of them on my channel, but it's still gonna be like 4 months from now, and a lot might happen in my life that I won't be able to, so I'm not gonna make any promises, but we'll see. But yeah, that's my thoughts of the series. What you guys think, make sure to comment it down below, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. Also check out the list in the description to my Twitter if you want to follow me there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you do enjoy my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to Patreon, where you can pledge your support. Any amount of money helps keep the channel going and helps support me. But if you don't want to do it, you can still help me out by liking this video, subscribing, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think that's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!